What's it saying, guys? Oh, there we go. Okay, we're on. All right, guys. On Monday with you guys, we started the first part of 3.5, where we were dropping parallel lines on the coordinate plane. Okay, but before we talked about the parallel lines in the coordinate plane, we had to review slope, finding slope. Remember back in Algebra 1, you guys were working the slope of lines. So I gave you guys the slope formula. And then a couple of points on a line, and you guys calculated the slope there. Did that a couple times, right? And then we got into the main note for the section in that parallel lines, they're going to have the same slope because parallel lines never intersect. They have to have equal slopes. So then on Monday, I gave you guys a couple lines. You found the slope of each, and then told me if they were parallel or not. I don't have the work shown on these ones right here, but I do have these notes posted in Google Classroom if you needed to go back and check that out. Then we got into talking about the equations of lines. Now, for this chapter, for this section, we're going to be writing lines in slope-intercept form. And in order to write the equation of that line, all you need to do is plug in the slope and plug in the y-intercept, right? So the examples we finished with on Monday were some of these ones. Again, we worked these out already, but let me just quickly go through this one. If it says write the equation of a line, you know it's going to be in slope-intercept form, right? And you know you need to plug in the slope and the y-intercept. Well, for these problems, they told us, well, the line we're writing the equation to is parallel to this line. And like we learned in this section, parallel lines have the same slope. So if the slope of this line is 2, well, so is the slope. So is the slope of the line we're writing the equation to, right? And then for the y-intercept, they just straight up gave it to us. The y-intercept was 1/3. So those were the two things we needed. We just plugged them into slope-intercept form, and that was the equation of our line, right? Again, this is review. We did this a couple more times after that. We had this example from Monday, and we finished with this example from Monday as well. Again, they were giving us the y-intercept and a line it was parallel to, right? Okay, so for today, we're going to finish up with anywhere from 3 to 5 examples that look like this. Now instead, they gave us a point our line passes through and a line it's parallel to. Now they're not giving us the y-intercept. But still, in order to write the equation of a line, notice it says write the equation of a line that passes through the given point, this one, and is parallel to the given line. Okay? Again, remember, if we're writing the equation of a line, it's going to be in slope-intercept form, and we need to find slope and y-intercept. Now, even though they don't give us the y-intercept, they do give us enough information for us to figure that out, okay? Take a second to copy the example down, and then I'm going to walk you through it here, okay? Again, we're going to do anywhere from 3 to 5 of these examples before the end of the period, okay? And that'll be it for part 1 of 3.5. Second part's going to come tomorrow on Thursday, all right? If I end up going a little too fast on this first example, guys, please slow me down. Let me know in the chat, all right? So now, here's what we do. Much like the other examples we finished with on Monday, since parallel lines have the same slope, and the slope of this line is 2, well, then the slope of our line parallel to it is also going to be 2, okay? That's the same as the previous examples we did, okay? But now what's different is, okay, we don't know the y-intercept. But what they do give us is a point it goes through. Now, look, while you're taking this down, let me give you the visual of what's going on here, okay? Let me show you what they're asking for, all right? Again, don't draw what I'm drawing here for your notes, but I do want you to see visually what's going on. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I've got a point at 1, 4. And then I have a line, y equals 2x minus 4. You guys remember how to graph your lines in slope-intercept form? 2, 3. Crosses the y-axis at negative 4. Has a slope of 2 over 1, up 2 over 1. You remember that? Up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1. Anyways, I connect the dots. I got a line. Something like this. Hit it. Good Lord, why is it curving? There we go. This is our y equals 2x minus 4 line. Okay, what they want is the equation of the line that passes through 1, 4 and is parallel to y equals 2x minus 4. You're writing the equation of that blue line right there. You see it? So that's the visual of what's going on here, okay? So far what we've gotten is the slope, right? But now we got to find where this line crosses the y-axis. Here's how you're going to do it, okay? Let me take this off here. What they gave us over here, the point it passes through, the 1 and the 4 represent the x and the y of that line. Now, if you notice, we have an x and a y in our slope-intercept form. We also know the slope of this line is 2, right? If I plug in these 3 things, you see how we'll be able to figure out the b, the y-intercept there? So that's what we're going to do. Again, let me backtrack. They gave us an x and a y our line passes through. So if we plug in that x and y there for slope-intercept, plus the slope we have, we'll be able to figure out our y-intercept. So I'm going to do that here on the right, bottom right here. The y our line passes through is 4, and that's equal to the slope, which is 2, times the x our line passes through, which is 1, plus b. I'm going to stop right there. Questions? What'd you do, Ramos? Where'd you get that? Why'd you do that? How we doing? Let me get some feedback from you guys. Make sure you're going all right. Okay. $35. Okay. Let's look, Lizette. Yeah, I think you're right. Because 2 times 1 is 2. And to solve for b, take away 2 from both sides. Yep. B is 2. Yeah. There's the 2 pieces we need to write the equation of our line. So write it. Y is equal to 2x plus 2. There you go. This is the equation of a line parallel to that one that passes through 1, 4. Okay, pause. What do you guys think? How we doing? Again, we're going to do at least 2 to 3 more of these, all right? How we doing? Okay, let's try it again, yeah? Let's try it again. Stick right here. Oh, wait, Bethany. So 1 is equal to x. Wait, 1 is equal to x. Yes. So when you plug it in, you see right there. I think that's what you were asking, right? Here, let's do it again. Let's do it again. I think once we do it a couple more times, you're going to catch the flow of this. Watch. Okay, on this one, I got a line that passes through 0, -2, and it's parallel to this line. Let me set you up. Write the equation of a line. Y equals mx plus b. We're going to find the slope. We're going to find the y-intercept, okay? Remember, parallel lines have the same slope. So we could pull slope from there. And here's the x and y our line passes through. Remember, this x and y, you're going to drop into here somewhere, right? Let me put the timer up here, give you guys some time to take this down and to hopefully work it out, all right? Cortex. Okay. If you figure out the y-intercept, if you figure out the b there, post it on the chat just to give other people a heads up. -2, maybe, maybe. Why is it confusing? You're multiplying by 0. Well, okay, I get it. Here. Okay. So we need to find slope of the line we're going to write the equation to. Well, parallel lines have the same slope. Okay. The slope of this line is -7. So the slope of our line is also going to be -7. All right. In order to figure out the b, though, they don't give us the y-intercepts. Okay, I'm getting a lot of -2s for the y-intercepts. What I'm going to do to find the y-intercept is plug in the x our line goes through, the y our line goes through, and the slope of our line right there and there and there. So the y, -2, equal to the slope, -7, times the x, 0, plus b. Okay. What part, Mayalene? Keep following along here, okay? Notice I plugged in everything right now. Well, -7 times 0, that's just straight up 0. And 0 plus b just leaves us with b. Yeah, so b is -2. Okay? Stick with me, guys. Okay, I see you, Mia. Mayalene, let me know, okay? Okay. We got our two pieces. What's our equation? Y is equal to -7x. You can write plus a -2, but to be formal about it, plus a -2, that's just -2 right there. Okay? Okay. Wow, all right. Once again, let's do it again. Let's do it again, okay? More practice, more better, right? I won't give you a fraction just yet because I'm feeling you guys out, like still trying to figure this out. So let's do this one right here. All right. Again, give it a shot, guys. And let me see you in the chat. Remember your participation points, all right? Equation of a line. We need slope. We need y-intercept. Once again, slope going to come from our parallel lines. And they gave us an x and y our line goes through. All right? Here you go. Okay, good to hear, Ryan. Thank you for the feedback, guys. It looks like Lizette got 1 question mark for the y-intercepts. Again, once you get the y-intercept, drop it in the chat just to have everybody double check their work. Okay, another Another one. Slope is not it, just the 2, Alexis, not 2x, but the 2 before the x. Okay. Yep. Okay. And now that you have the 2, plug them into your equation, right? Okay. Stop me if I go too fast. Stop me if you don't know why I did what I did. Okay. First off, we need slope of our line. Well, parallel lines have the same slope. Slope of this line is 2. So the slope of a line parallel to it, also 2. Okay. In order to figure out the y-intercept, we're going to plug in the x, our line goes through there, the y, our line goes through there, and the slope of our line right there. We're going to plug in those 3. 35? Okay, 35. So that's going to be y, -5, equal to the slope, 2, times the x, -3, plus b, what we're trying to figure out here. All right? All right? So -5 is equal to, that's 2 times -3, -6, plus b. We got to add 6 to solve for b, right? Yeah, you guys got 1, I got 1. There's our 2 pieces. Plug them in to find our, or to get our equation, to write our equation. Y is equal to 2x plus 1. Okay? Good. How we doing, guys? How we doing? Yeah, let me hear from you in the chat, guys, to get your participation points, okay? Just give me a shout out, a question, a comment, okay? Okay. I'm going to give you guys one last one, because fractions are a thing in a math class, right? You like fractions? Come on now. Okay. If I were to give you a fraction, though, what's probably the best fraction to get if you have to work with fractions? I would say the same thing, Bethany. I would say the same thing. Check it out. So that's what I did. Because when you take half of something, you just divide it by 2, right? Please notice the slope of this line is -1/2, okay? But again, Ariana, you all right?
Working through.
Hold up. Wow. All right, here. Let me throw the timer at you guys, and then have you guys do this. I'm just pointing out the fraction there, all right? But again, when you take half of something, you just divide it by 2, right? Mx plus b, find the slope, find the y-intercept, okay? What happens to the 2 after 1/2? Alexis, that's a really good question, okay? In fact, you don't even need the 2 there. The only reason we need this equation is for its slope. It's telling us it's parallel to that line, so we're just going to use it for the slope, okay? This 2 is the y-intercept of this line. We don't need it. We don't need it. You just ignore it. You're just using it for the slope, all right? That's for every problem, exactly. Good question. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry, guys. I think I saw somebody got -5. Okay, a few people. -5 for the y-intercept, maybe. Let me get into this one. This will be the last one for the period. I got like 4 minutes left in class, all right? Another -5. All right. Slope. Parallel to this line, so same slope. Our slope here is -1/2. I keep emphasizing the negative because a lot of times it gets ignored, guys. Slope here is -1/2. Okay. For the y-intercept, we need to plug in the x and the y our line goes through, and the slope of our line. So that's y, -3, equal to slope, -1/2, times x, -4, plus b, because that's what we're trying to figure out, right? Half of 4 is 2, right? Half of 4 is 2, but a negative times a negative is a positive. Keep in mind we got negatives there. Negative times a negative is a positive. Half of 4 is 2, so this is -3 equals 2 plus b. Yeah, I got -5 too, guys. Subtract 2. There's our y-intercept. And so our equation. What part, Bethany? You got it, or are you just trying to catch up? How did you do 1/2 times 4? Half of 4, when you take half of something, Bethany, it's dividing it by 2. Half of 4. 4 divided by 2. A couple ways you could do that. I mean, if you wanted to do it as a calculator, what's another way of writing 1/2 as a decimal? You could go 0.5 times 4. That's 2. Yep, half divided by 2, right? I got my 2 pieces. Let's write the equation. Let's finish this up. Y is equal to -1/2 x plus a -5, or formally -1/2 x, take away 5, -5. All right? Right. So let me pause this video. I'm gonna show you guys the assignment you guys need to do that goes along with this. But let me go ahead and pause the video here. And wait a second, it's right here.